Welcome, Leo. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do a fourth quarter reading. This is for the months of October, November, and December. So I am necessarily projecting a very general reading that because of your different circumstances and different needs, I realize this reading may not resonate for all of you. If you are interested in a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below. And there you will find information about the offerings I have. More than that, I thank you so much for being here. I'm grateful to be here. I'm doing this a little bit differently, so I'm going to be shuffling and talking to you in that way, just as an experiment to see how this goes. And for your overall energy, Leo, I will pull a card for each month and then clarify that card with oracles and another deck. So I've just pulled for your overall energy the Hanged One. And this is describing your desire for some greater perspective. There is some way in which you are standing back and allowing yourself to process the incredible amount of information you've gained, perhaps new experiences, trying new things out, understanding that in order to maximize your opportunities, you need to allow yourself to be more open to a variety of things that may have seemed outside of your comfort zone or your area even of interest in the past. You are standing back, you're allowing yourself to think long and hard about the things that are becoming available to you as opportunities. You're not making decisions or jumping quickly into any area that is going to be significant for you. You're allowing things to marinate and to emerge, reveal themselves in time. And in that way, you are applying your intentionality in terms of opening up, allowing yourself to explore what may be best for you. This is the tone of the fourth quarter, the last 3 months of the year. So there is a contemplative tone to this, a chance for you to gather and evaluate information you're receiving as you open up to new opportunities. For the month of October, we have the Three of Swords. And I don't want you to think right away that your heart is going to be broken, because that's not that's not exclusively the meaning of this card. This is more about a deeper understanding of disappointments, heartbreaks, failures you've experienced. Somehow in October, you're coming to a dispassionate view of experiences that were hurtful to you in one way or another, so that you are gaining the understanding of your own responsibility in these disappointments and any patterns of rejections you've experienced. This is about understanding that you had a part to play in whatever these experiences of disappointment were. And as a result of that, you are coming to understand with a great degree of gratitude how you benefited from those lessons, how they have made who you are and what you want clearer to you, and have given you even a sense of gratitude to have survived those experiences and to recognize that they have improved your opportunity for finding the happiness that you are pursuing. In November, we have the Six of Cups. November talks about deepening of a soul connection, based on experiences from the past. So it is not necessarily that a person, opportunity, or an environment will come around again, but you have a way of reassessing a talent or skill you have based on a positive memory of your past. This may be a new person, or it can be a returning relationship, an opportunity to connect around the positive experience of pleasure, of joy, of play at some level, of being together in a place of harmony and joy, without an agenda, without judgment. This can also represent a new person, a new opportunity that allows you to remember the source of your talent or skill, and when it was attached to pleasure and joy as a way of uh, refreshing, rejuvenating that experience of empowerment through your talents and gifts. And in December, we have the World card. This is about completing a cycle, full circle. In many ways, this cycle that you have been completing throughout the first quarter is very clearly in your mind in preparation for a new cycle. This can be you closing out something, realizing the rewards, the value, the benefits, the recognition, the acknowledgement, if only the personal acknowledgement of how you have grown, how you have benefited from a particular journey, job, employment, relationship that has now received some kind of closure for you. And you are looking forward to the next journey better prepared with an eye to leveling up. This can also be about a promotion at your job. This can be about a partnership renewal or the establishment of new goals, having completed other goals. So this is a card about reaching the natural end of a journey that you have have learned from, have benefited from, have gained from, and in preparation to opening up to a whole new world of opportunity before you. I'm going to pull a couple of oracle cards and hope that this reading has been beneficial so far to you. Please like this video if you're enjoying it. Please share it with others who may enjoy it. And certainly, please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. It is important that I be able to stay here and do what I do for you. And I appreciate all the ways that I receive love and support from you, however you support me. So I'm going to start out the quarter with acceptance. I like this as an oracle card. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. And that really is setting the tone for the entire quarter, where I do believe that you begin with the Hanged One, where you are allowing yourself to step back, to look from above, to gain a bigger picture of what's at stake, what you've learned, what's available to you now in order to advance your thinking, your perception, to be able to recognize and embrace opportunities where you see them. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. And with Chakra Love Oracle, I've pulled abundance. This is the solar plexus chakra that's focused. This is around your self-esteem, your self-regard, your confidence. You're feeling assertive. The world is abundant when you choose to see it that way. I love this. So, and the citrine crystal is the crystal associated, one of the many crystals associated with the solar plexus chakra. So these are both straddling the Three of Swords, and certainly an acceptance of your responsibility in your previous behaviors, actions, the role you played, and any disappointments you experienced is part of the learning curve for you. I'm going to clarify the Three of Swords with the Two of Staffs and the Four of Cups and the Two of Staffs. It's interesting that we have the Two of Staffs, which is describing your willingness to project yourself into the future, your desire to plan, to take your skills, your knowledge, what you know is part of your core and project that into unfamiliar circumstances, environments, people, and to begin to be hopeful about opportunities that absolutely take a certain amount of courage. And in that way, this sense of abundance with the solar plexus chakra is critical. You have to be confident to be willing to test your ideas, your strength, your expertise in new arenas. And with the Four of Cups here in October, you are still settling into the sense of the ability to manifest things that are a match for where you are now. In many ways, you've taken your intentions out of a sense of fantasy or idealism, and you actually are learning to match your your desires, your goals with things that support those. This is aligning yourself appropriately with relationships, with resources, with environments that see and support you. Having manifested things perhaps that have not worked out for you, as is the case with the Three of Swords, you're now understanding that even though those things didn't work out, and you have a greater understanding of why they didn't, because you're in this place of uh, contentment, authenticity, pursuing your happiness, pursuing those things that make you feel good, that support you, that love you back. You are able to manifest something that actually does match. You match your goals now. And this is part of the growing pains of the experience of accepting who you really are and what you really want as a response to recognizing the things that you can't change, leaning into the things that you can. So October shows you to be in a place of absolutely steady growth, testing out the waters in some ways as you come into this more realistic sense of who you are and what your capacity is. In November, the Six of Cups is clarified by, these cards are very big, so they're a little bit more awkward. And so I have the Four of Swords is clarifying the Six of Cups, as is the Three of Staffs. There continues to be some very deep healing as you re-encounter or begin to have an emerging sense of a deep connection with a soul bond. Not a soul mate, a soul bond. In contemporary parlance, cliches such as soulmates conjure up something that I don't always think is healthy. There are many soulmates, there are many soul bonds in the world. but this sense of revisiting some deep talent, acknowledging some skill set that you have, some gift that you have that is attached to joy, is something that brings you into a deep state of contemplation, a deep sense of gratitude. And again, this reevaluation of what you've learned from the past. At this point, this is taking you a step further than the Three of Cups, where you understand many of the lessons you've gained, a better sense of who you are. The Four of Swords actually is moving you into a place of gratitude. You've moved beyond simply appreciating lessons learned uh, into a place of gratitude, understanding that you would not be where you are with this opportunity to reconnect deeply with a part of your authentic self, your gifts, your talents. This is heart energy. Unless you had accepted and processed those lessons and come to this place of feeling grateful. This actually is you establishing a spiritual practice, a new foundation based on lessons learned, and this different approach to how you interact, how you establish your relationships based on ongoing growth and interaction rather than projecting an ideal or a fantasy, an illusion onto someone that we don't know. This is actually giving you the courage to begin to set some things in motion. This can be the basic building up of a business, for example, a new professional opportunity, setting the stage for that, perhaps looking at more education in order to pursue a promotion or a new aspect of work that you do professionally. This is really owning the tools of your labor in the sense that you could be establishing a business as starting a business from an existing job that you have. In other words, a consultancy, finding a department in your business where your expertise is sought after, your advisement, your ideas are uh, contributed to a variety of situations in that business. As an example, this can also be the development of a relationship from the basics, where perhaps the spark of interest and connection is established, and you are aware of the work that lies ahead in the relationship of simply getting to know each other, exploring things together, finding out more, and in that way building certainly a solid friendship that can perhaps progress as you develop your opportunities to explore and discover things together. In December, the World card is clarified by two cards, please, by the Seven of Jades and the Magician card. The Magician card is the manifester. And in December, how interesting, you kind of come to this uh, by your ability and willingness to evaluate, reinvest in yourself, assess what tools, what elements you're bringing to whatever task you are looking at. This can be your work, your love, your home, your family, your personal development, and you're looking at how much you've gained, how much you've grown, and how much more you can grow. This, again, there's a real strong setting the stage vibe here in the fourth quarter, where you are setting things up with the conditions to develop new skills, new position, new relationships, new support. And here you are looking at how you've grown and how you can strategize these resources, this support, in order to achieve more, to accomplish more, to receive greater reward for the work that you're doing. And that all is staging this closing out cycle that is preparing you for this brand new beginning that you are consciously manifesting. The magician describes manifesting as a process of intention setting. This is where you will, as the result of your experiences, what you've learned, what you see, what you understand are your internal goals, drives, talents, what you want to grow as a result of that. And the World card is merely allowing you to close the door on an old cycle in preparation for this new opportunity. This is absolutely stunning. I'm going to pull a couple more oracle cards to frame the fourth quarter. So we began in October with acceptance and abundance. And for December, I have guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. I actually love this with the World card. This is about release. This is one of the lessons that you've learned from closing out the cycle towards the end of the year, that you are understanding in order to continue your growth, to be authentic to your intention, you must release beliefs, particularly the beliefs of others that are projected onto you, that we unconsciously absorb just as a product of, just as a process of being a part of a society, a group, a family, a profession. You are releasing those that don't reflect you. And I'm going to pull a chakra card. I have these upside down. They're quite pretty because they have the gemstones associated with the chakras on the backs of them. So they're quite lovely. And I pulled the heart chakra. Leo, that is all you. Compassion. Resolve your conflicts with compassion. And the gem associated with this card is jade, beautiful jade. So when we think of the heart chakra, we think of green, we think of our authentic selves, we think of our desires, our dreams, the ways that we are compassionate, the way that we give and receive love. So this all has incredible bearing on your experience in the fourth quarter. Thank you so much, Leo, for this lovely reading. Please remember that you can like this video and subscribe to my channel. You can also look in the information box below for information about personal readings. Until next time, namaste.